we know who the Super Bowl contenders are now.
Yeah.
All right. Get into it, baby. Let's get into it.
Drop. If they hear that sound, they know what time it is.
It's Sunday.
Yes, sir.
It's Sunday.
Uncle Chico.
It's Sunday.
Live.
Beat drop. If they
Bring
hear
it
that
back
sound, they
one
know what
time.
time it is. Yes, sir. Uncle Chico. Sunday night live. Live and direct.
It's another Sunday night.
All right.
It's another Sunday
We'll
night.
be here.
Yeah, another Sunday night live with Unc and Big Dog Chico.
Who? Got the sound man in the back. Oh, no.
It's another one.
All my people in the
It's
front.
another one, baby.
Make sure you get in the chat
It's
right
another
now. It's about to go down.
Another Sunday night live with Unc and Big Dog. With
What?
Unc and Big Dog.
And
With
who?
Unc and Big Dog.
So
All
get
right.
ready for it.
Y'all know what to do, baby. Let us know where you're checking in from.
Another Sunday night live.
Well, I'm going to tell them what to do then.
Chico.
If you don't know what to do right now, get in the chat. Let us know where you're checking in from. Put the city upon your state in the chat right now so that we can get this engagement going. We can shout out your city or your state also, or your country, whatever it is, man. We got people listening and watching from around the world.
Chico,
You know what I'm saying?
Did I hear a little patois? Did I hear a little Jamaican accent? You said
Just
pun? Pun?
small, kind, big man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bless up every time.
Jamaica, they don't call the DJ a DJ. They call him selector.
Selector. Yes, indeed.
Music selector.
Some rice and beans. I had some oxtail the other day.
Yeah.
You know, bless up and shout out to all the people out there in the chat. Beaumont, Texas in the building once again for the thousands listening around the world. Millions listening from around the world. Children, dogs, cat, auntie, cousins. You know what I mean? Everybody, man. Y'all make sure.
I don't care what happened or what goes down. Duval. Go always check in. I see you now, Duval. All in the
top.
Texas, Cedar Park, Sulphur, VA. Man, they in here deep, man. Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh, somebody says their birthday.
They're coming on in this thing.
Oh, now Peter D, happy birthday to you. You know what's the speaking of happy birthday, I'm sure I'm giving it away now, but the most English song around the world is, I guess I got that out right. It's Happy Birthday is what I'm trying to say. Happy Birthday is the most English song around the world. I got that fun fact this weekend. Shout out to Goonsville Clothing. Uncle Neely, talk to me, man. What's happening?
Peter, the eater. I see you now. Happy birthday, Peter. Chi-Town is in the building.
I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should even share this. You started off last week with in there like Buddha hair, and you just said the word Peter, which reminds me every time I hear the word or name Peter, it reminds me of my little league baseball coach, who shared a little bit too much information with us. He grabbed himself and he said, "Yeah, man, this right here is a Peter." He was like, "What?" He said, "This right here is a Peter. You guys might grow up and have something bigger, but this right here is a Peter. It ain't gonna get no bigger. This is a Peter. That's all."
Let me tell you something. I don't know the statute of limitations, but that might have been some child abuse. That's right there on the edge, dog. I'm glad you didn't say Coach Day. Coach might. Look, I talk about that off air. We might.
I was like a Peter. I had never heard of a Peter. That sounds like a little old fella right there.
I think it was all right when he said it, but you said he touched it and said it. That might went to another level. Whoa, we got to stop the press real quick. We got to stop the presses.
What's going on?
I got to give a shout out to Miss Dawn Duncan out there.
Oh, no, Miss Dawn Duncan?
Miss Dawn Duncan understands that this is a Tougaloo College hat, not a Texas Rangers.
Not a Texas Rangers hat. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, shout out to Tougaloo College, HBCU, right here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yep.
Yeah, historically black college university, man. Shout out to Tougaloo. Shout out to my man, Coach Earl Sanders, Coach Tougaloo baseball, Coach Sanders played baseball at Jackson State University, and he was a first-round draft pick to the Toronto Blue Jays. But get this, man, he ended up being on the Atlanta Braves in his career at the same time Coach Prime was. And he said when he would come out the dugout and we all look alike, they would see Sanders on the back of his jersey and just start cheering. He like, nah, that ain't y'all wait on another guy. Y'all got the wrong one.
He said that's a little bit too loud for me. I already know that's not for me right there, dog.
Yeah, that ain't for me.
Man. Do I need to do that? Yeah, I need to do that. Make sure I do that before it's over with. Shout out to my dog Kenji Williams from Selma, Alabama. He played ball at Jackson State. Baseball, since you brought up baseball, he played at Jackson State. Came out with me also out of high school. Love from Grand Junction, Colorado. Uncle Chico the best. Oh, now Killer Cow 710. We up in the building. We appreciate you tuning in. Rev Warren Loans up in here.
Yeah, we had a super chat pop up already, man. Reverend Nelson gave a shout out. Said everybody.
Reverend BJ Nelson already.
Yeah, he already dropped one, man.
Hey, he said y'all could do this at least. You know how to Rev already. He passed the collection plate early. You understand me? Y'all hit that like button. Time out, coach. What's going on?
I gotta get a timeout.
I
gotta get a timeout because I want to point out that as much as I appreciate Reverend BJ Nelson, that $2 super chat, put him back up there, Chico. Put him back up there. Reverend BJ Nelson is not in the purple. He's not in the church parking lot.
How you change it up, Rev?
Yeah, just switched it up on the not real.
You know what? I think
he's sitting in the Benz in the church parking lot. Look at that hat. Real got the hat. Real is ready.
Real said, "Come on now, dog. Hey, y'all talked about me last week. Talking about my suit, my blue suit was purple. I got something for you. I'm gonna sit inside the lack.
Yeah,
this time.
Sitting sideways.
Sitting sideways.
Shout out to Real, man. Rev BJ Nelson. Appreciate the love week in and week out. Week in and week out. Hey, Chico.
Yeah.
You know, Uncle Chico Live. You got two black quarterbacks on this show, me and you.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have two black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl, too.
Easky whiskey. Hey, we just, well, if you looked at the thumbnail, you will see. I mean, I made this before the game was over. I said, let's go ahead and put it on there because we already know what's going to happen. You know, Patrick Mahomes is going to find a way to lead his team to victory. Now we had, two games, of course, and one game was more of a blowout, and the Kansas City game and the Bills game went down to, the last drive right there, as we just saw. What did you think about those games? As the Bills was the final score, they lost to Kansas City 32-29.
Starting with the first game first.
Okay, let's go to the Eagles first.
The score is really not indicative of how good the game was. Like the wheels just started to come off at the end, and they were, compounded with some scores in the end. But up until that point, man, you still felt like the Commanders were in it, had opportunity. But just like we said, when you get this time of year, the team that turns it over the most is going to lose. And the Commanders had some ill-advised, bad situational turnovers, which led to some of those scores. But you look down at the box score, you look at quarter one, quarter two. And even quarter three, I mean, there's a ball game. It's only till you got those essentially scores off of turnovers in the fourth quarter that it just rolled away with them. But I thought before that it was an entertaining game. I thought styles make fights. I thought they had contrasting styles. Shout out to Saquon Barkley with that opening run. Touchdown score, 60 yards on the first play, and it's just like, damn, already.
Yeah, that set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
55-23 was the final score. Philadelphia dominated the Buffalo. Oh, I'm sorry. As they get the win. As Barkley, I would say this though. Let me go back. Let me step back for a minute. Because with Hurts, everybody was talking about how Hurts couldn't do this, couldn't do that, and now he is the first Philadelphia quarterback to go to 2 Super Bowls. Can we get an applause on that?
Yeah, I like that form. I like the applause. But one thing I'm gonna advise Hurts on is to win it, because like everybody is celebrating right now, that the Chiefs are trying to get this quote unquote three-peat. And like you and I talked about before, man, I came up in the era where the Buffalo Bills went 4 times in a row and nobody remembers them because they didn't win.
Right.
And so as much as I can appreciate Jalen Hurts being a Philadelphia Eagles quarterback that's getting them there, man, it's 20 years from now, nobody's going to remember if they don't win them.
Exactly. And Barkley, you know, coming from the Giants and coming over here and shining like he is, you know, they're saying that he could have been over the hill. We saw the video earlier of, you know, when the Giants basically allow him to go into free agency and just say, go out there and test the market. And if you want to come back to us, you come back to us. And he goes to the Eagles and forms this, you know, duo with Jalen Hurts in the backfield. And now, you know, both of these guys each rush for 3 touchdowns in this ball game and continue to shine. Headed to the Super Bowl now, second time in 3 seasons. You know, how significant is that for Jalen Hurts in the Philadelphia Eagles?
Man, if this was hip hop, it reminds me of Neo and Ghostface Killer. What I did was whack, but you don't get your man back like that.
Oh, what you know about that?
Man, Saquon left them boys and went with the op. It just set the stage for all this to happen. You knew he was going to be hungry. You knew he was going to be out with a chip on his shoulder. You knew he was going to have something to prove. And I'll be damned if he didn't prove it. And then for the Hard Knocks clips to actually show that the Giants were sitting around talking about, man, well, what if he ended up an Eagle or a Cowboy? Like, is anything we can do to prevent it? Oh, ain't nobody going to want him. Sure enough, they want him. They got him. And I don't know. I get it. We live in this quarterback-driven era where everybody wants to talk about QBs for MVP. I don't think Saquon is getting enough shine and love for what he's done, because I really don't think the Eagles will be where they are without him.
Oh, no, not definitely. I don't think so. You know, big part of MVP candidate, you know, and all, I don't have his stats right in front of me, but all the rushing yards he had this year, over 2,000, led the league.
Look at this. Look at this now. I don't have it in front of me, but let's say for argument that Saquon has about 17 rushing touchdowns on the season. You take away the brotherly shove, the tush push, he got 5 or 6 more. You know, but those be going to the quarterback in those situations. And so, man, I just think what that brother has done, the situation he did it in, that he needs to be constantly in the MVP conversation. But as you said, you know, as it relates to Jalen Hurts, played a great season, banged up, you know, in the divisional round, put a brace on, played his heart out tonight, was able to make. I know he got that knee shot up, Chico. So he got some fluid in that knee, got some juice injecting that thing like a turkey. It's hurting right now more than it did 2 weeks ago. So he'll get it treated going into the Super Bowl as well. So I thought the first game was entertaining, man. You look at 55-23, if you didn't watch it, you'd be like, oh man, it was a damn blowout. But it really wasn't until the fourth quarter and midway fourth quarter that happened.
Right. And I'll say this, and I know you know, I'll say this right here. Everybody else not good enough, Ocho. Meaning Jaden Daniels played his butt off, right? Yeah, he did. But everybody else around, that's what those turnovers came from, dropping the ball. You had Tom Brady talking about his former teammate Ecker out of the backfield. He dropped the ball. He has small hands. I never heard a commentator say that about a player before, especially one that he has history with, talking about his small hands and the reason why he's dropping the ball. But it you know, things like that is true. But point is, everybody else around Daniels was making mistakes and not stepping up to the plate. You know, for the most part, I think Jaden played a pretty good ball game. Once they get a few more pieces, I think even on the defensive side of the ball, when they get a few more pieces, they're going to be a good ball club, and we should see more of them late in the playoffs coming soon.
Yeah, and I think in addition to pieces, it's just some time together as well. When you look at the chemistry that Pat Mahomes and Kelsey has, where the player's not even going to Kelsey, and Kelsey knows where to go because they've talked so much. They've traveled together. You know, they've been through all seasons together. We got to keep in mind that whereas Jaden Daniels is a Heisman Trophy winner, this is his straight up rookie year, and he was pushed into the starting lineup. And they were able to get a Heisman Trophy winner because they sucked last year. And he got them all the way to the NFC Championship just off his skill set. So I think once, like you said, definitely need to add a piece or two here through maybe free agency. But once he just gets some time on task, with his receivers, and they know unspoken eye direction, shoulder direction, which way I'm sending you. I think they're going to be a problem in the NFC East for some years to come because what Philly is doing, it's on the bell curve now. The same thing, even on the AFC side of the ball. So I think he certainly represents the future. And I'm going to tell you this. For Shedeur Sanders to have won the Heisman and be able to sit back and watch what a previous Heisman winner the year before you was doing with his rookie opportunity, it's got to be giving him some confidence and energy that, I can do it too. It's been done. It's one thing to face a task that nobody has done before, and it's another thing to face a task that you've seen somebody do.
Right. Jaden Daniels, 29 of 48, 255 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Did have that 1 pick, but he led the team in rushing, 48 yards, 6 carries. Brian Robinson Jr., 11 carries, 36 yards on the day. Zach Ertz, the tight end, former Eagle, had 11 catches, 100 yards on the day in the loss for the Commanders. Jalen Hurts, as we go over the rest of the stats, 20 of 28, 246 yards, 1 touchdown passing. Saquon Barkley, 15 carries, 118 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. That's almost 8 yards per carry for him. Shipley even came in at the end of the game, getting some big runs. Jalen Hurts, 10 carries, 16 yards, 3 touchdowns with those tush pushes. You saw when they was doing the tush push, they was lining up for it, and the Commanders defender kept jumping over the pile, going off sides. I think they did 3 times in a row. And I never heard this before. The ref said, if you keep on doing that, we're going to give them the points. I never heard that before.
No, that's
a new one.
That's a rule that's wrapped into the old school of, kind of delaying the game and unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
And when you get into that situation, it could be the ref's discretion. And you never heard of it because it just never gets to that point typically.
Right.
In the modern day era, it doesn't. But once it becomes like, okay, this is intentional, y'all are just delaying the game, and it's unsportsmanlike because of where the ball is, we can't just award the points right now. So stop it.
Yeah. Makes sense. It
also could result in the ejections too. Because it's kind of like getting 2 technical fouls in basketball.
Right. And then, they can't move the ball up any further because it's right there at the goal line. Yeah. So what else you want to do?
Half the distance at some point disappears.
Yeah.
And
so they're like, all right, yeah, because it'll take away if there's no rule like that, then they can just keep jumping off sides, just keep trying to time it. But nah, we're not going to keep doing that, going back and forth. So, my first time hearing it, but I understand it, and I'm all for it. Let's see here. What was the next game? Well, before that, you got the Eagles going to the Super Bowl once again. Like I said, second time, 3 seasons, and are they? Before we even get to the Chiefs, should they be favored? If we stay on the Eagles, should they be favored to win, no matter who they're playing against? Should they be favored? You're already shaking your head no. Can you tell me why, sir?
Because the second game the Chiefs won. And in order to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And this is their 3rd trip in a row going. And they have the formulas of success. Even tonight, once again, Chico, as I said with you and our right-hand man, Deuce the Scoop, as I said with you, these guys have set a record. These guys being the Chiefs. They set a record this year for the most wins by 1 score or less. And even tonight, what did they win by? less than a touchdown. They know how to finish. Yep. They don't panic. They don't make mistakes as multiple turnovers or that kind of thing. So I think going to this game, even with what Saquon is doing, I love the Eagles' odds, but to me, they can't be the favorite because the favorite is the person that's coming to the ring with the belt.
Technically, that's what the Chiefs are doing, and definitely, like you said, the Chiefs have. Let me see. What did I have it at down here? Ocho. I have it 16 straight wins in 1-score games, 11-0 this season. That's an incredible stat right there, man. That means that you're definitely clutch you know, when the time needs to be. That's what Patrick Mahomes is. That's why it's so important to have a franchise quarterback that can get you through situations like that, because they're touching the ball each and every play. You want that person to be cool, calm, collected.
I'm gonna pause myself.
Yeah,
And I'm
pause
gonna
me
say
on
no
that too.
Diddy. I'm gonna say no Diddy before I even say what I'm about to say. What you have there is you got booty holes that don't get tight.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
There's no pressure. They believe they're gonna do it because they've done it again. Look, let me tell you this, man. I don't know if you noticed this, Chico, if you were watching the game, but when the Bills were going for it on that fourth down, and they put the camera on Pat Mahomes on the sideline, he was chewing his mouthpiece, just warming up. Like he wasn't even tripping. Like a lot of players are watching and they trying to put that hate in there, like, oh, don't make it, don't make it. He like, I really don't care if y'all make it.
Well, whatever you do, I'm gonna be ready for whatever it is.
I'm going to get the ball and I'm gonna
score.
So I'm not tripping whether you make it or not.
Yeah.
Like
Josh Allen,
attitude.
He hit Samuel in the back of the end zone to tie the game, you know, while Bills and then that fourth down you're talking about, that close. You know, when he had that pressure in his face, rolling out, the receiver almost caught the pass. Yep. You know, as they sent the blitz from the cornerback position, they almost caught the pass. But, you know, it was fourth down, 2 minutes to go, desperate throw, and the ball was on the 47-yard line. They could have punted right there, or they could have went for it. They definitely had to go for it. Down 32-29 right there. Nearly caught the pass. Big pressure from the cornerback blitz, and the Chiefs sealed the deal. 30, or actually, is this? My bad. I got the wrong score up there. My bad. That's an error on my part right there. That ain't the sound, man. That's me right there, Coach. My bad. We get it right.
No, you had the right one up there.
Did I have the right one up there?
Yeah, you unrighted your right.
No, that wasn't. I looked at it right.
I'm looking at Eagles Commanders now.
That's the right one.
But we talking about the Chiefs and the Bills.
But I had the wrong. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. If y'all ain't noticed it.
Shout out to Lost Whiskey. They done finally that shipment done made it, I guess. We got deep in that Ralphie's bottle.
Man, it's been a long day, man. I've been watching these games, Ocho, and I usually don't watch them sometimes. I usually just scroll through or watch the highlights or something, but I stayed through and watched these today. I wanted to see what was going on. See what's going to
touch on this, big dog. Let me touch on this.
Yeah.
One thing I ain't heard a lot of tonight, and I know the game just ended not even 40 minutes ago. I ain't heard nothing about the refs cheating for Kansas City tonight. I only saw one play, and it was a big play. Mm-hmm. I really do think that Josh Allen got that first down.
That was close.
When the judge came off the sideline, you know, he's supposed to do all he can to stay on his mark. And he went around the player to the short side, and he never made it back to where his mark was on the far side. And that ended up being the spot of the ball. Now, I'm not saying he did that deliberately or anything. I'm just talking about as far as mechanics, your due diligence. He should have let that player cross in front of him instead of trying to go around the player. That way he could keep his true mark as where he saw the ball. And I think had he done that, that would have been a first down.
To me, I think that's a veteran player move.
Oh, yeah, getting away. Yeah.
Okay. Knowing that the ref is coming in with that mark, short down yardage, you know what I mean, to get the first, and he's coming in raising it. No. You got to go around me, dog. This human error at this point. We know that something can happen. So that's what I would do.
You'll even see it like when the refs will set the ball down and a player will kind of kick it or tap it because they know, he saw me do it. He's going to move it, but he's not going to be able to move it exactly to where it was.
Right.
And so when you see that official coming behind you with his hand up and he got his foot in his hand on that mark and he's eyeballing it, you make him go around you or do something different and just delay him, you done threw his spot off. And I think it was just enough that it calls for that bad spot. Because when you reverse the camera angle and look at the ref coming towards you, if you will, you can see that he clearly got that first down.
Yeah, two different spots right there. Two very different spots actually on that. So we got the matchup now. We got the matchup. What are you thinking?
You know, I think it's going to be a good game. Like we just said earlier, same thing with boxing. Styles make fights, contrasts make fights, and I think that with what Kansas City does well, which is they try to go in the air first and then hit you with some runs. You have the opposite side over there. They're going to hit you with some Saquon early for Philly, but you got an excellent quarterback in Jalen Hurts. I think the first person forced into a turnover is going to lose the game, even if it's just one turnover, because you got to find a way to steal a possession. You got to find a way to get a sack on third down and pushing somebody out of field goal range. I think in this game, every point, every score attempt is going to be at a premium and a high value on it. But if I had to just lay my hat, man, and put it on more than just the champ being the champ, my damn, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Kansas City's guru defensive coordinator dials up against to make sure they can corral Saquon Barkley but not give up something over the top. I think he called a damn good game tonight. That corner blitz at the end of the game, they didn't see that one coming. This dude has been a coordinator and won 4 Super Bowls, man. Like, he going in the Hall of Fame as a coordinator.
Yeah. Is he? Do you think he's one of those guys that'll take a head coaching job if it came his way? He's like, nah, man, I'm good with being a coordinator. I done found my niche. This is what I'm going with.
Yeah, I think he's comfortable where he is. I think he has the kind of ego that being the head coach is not why he gets up in the morning. I think having the most dominant defenses in the NFL year in and year out, regardless of team, is where he hangs his hat. So I don't see him, leaving. The phone has been ringing before he hadn't taken it. And so, who knows though, man? Who knows? But I think, man, what this dude is doing defensively, there are going to be books written about it.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's going to be head-to-head matchup that, you got 2 black quarterbacks. A lot of people make a big deal about it. A lot of people don't, but I think it is a big deal to have these 2 guys there. And, with the, like you said, Styles makes fights. So there's going to be a good one as far as you got great DBs on the side of the Eagles. Mm-hmm. You have those guys in the middle that's going to have to cover Kelsey over the middle of the field. I like the safety back there. I noticed I said Uncle Neely might notice this since we talking about black quarterbacks. I said, hell, look at the Eagles. They got 2 black defensive backs or 2 white defensive backs back there, that's actually playing. That's not just on the team.
And making an impact.
Making an impact. So you rarely see that. The one I remember back in the day, John Lynch, Jason Sehorn, Pat Tillman. Who else before or after that? I know I'm late on some guys, but those 2 actually making some plays back there for the Eagles.
You got to go back to Bill Bates with the Cowboys.
Bill Bates.
Before you Charlie Water, you got to go back that far before you.
I know the chat knows some. Pat Tillman, and so I know the chat knows some out there.
I'll say this to you, man. Shout out to LD Raz B. He's mentioning the catch that should have been Buffalo Ball, the worthy catch. I do agree with you, LD. I think that wasn't a catch.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think it's an interception or a catch the way the ball impacted. But I will say this: the way the rule is structured, with the overwhelming evidence going to what was called on the field, I think their hands were tied in that one.
Yeah.
That had it been called, nothing else, they could have done something. But because when it's a 50-50 ball and the receiver is in equal possession with it at the end, the tie, like baseball, tie goes to the runner, tie goes to offense and the catch. So since you couldn't call it incomplete because you had already ruled it a catch, you were reviewing it to see was it an interception or a reception, and based on that evidence, you had to confirm that it was a reception.
Yeah,
but I do agree with you. I don't think it was a catch though.
I think that's how I kind of broke it down live. But I think that, looking at it with the naked eye, it looked like it was going to be an interception the way he came over the top and his momentum. But somehow Worthy got his hand on it right at the end before the ball was able to hit the ground and kind of adjust a little bit. But he had it secure enough to where they couldn't overturn the call. And I think that was a big play in the game also.
That dog, it was like when you got sick messing with an old girl. It ain't how you start, it's how you finish. He clearly had the reception. He had the reception at the high point, but by the time they landed on the bed, she had
it. You telling me, Uncle Neil keep telling these stories about back in the day in college. You know you're a Kappa, right? And y'all know what you know you're a Kappa, right? Y'all know what time it is with them Kappas, right? Y'all had sweethearts and everything. I heard, Unc.
Be hard to point on this camera.
Yeah.
Hey man, you can talk.
Hey, did you actually get take that wood? Pause.
You could big pause. No, I didn't take no wood. not no Diddy wood. You can try to change the subject, hurl accusations this way. I wasn't the one in the hospital with my coat up. I wasn't. There's no. We got evidence you were sick.
All right, Charles. All right. So we got the Super Bowl, like I said, and I think that at the end of the day, somehow, some way, it's gonna be a close game. And my heart and my head just telling me right now that it's gonna end just like the Bills and Chiefs games did. You know, a close game, but Patrick Mahomes just found a way to will his team to a win. But I would love to see Jalen Hurts from Alabama, Big Dickerson, the center from Alabama, Devontae Smith from Alabama, and I'm sure they probably got two other guys from Alabama that I don't know about. You know, shout out to the Eagles from Alabama. Fun fact, as we always do on this channel, guys, agents, parents of college football players who have a chance to go to the NFL, have your business straight. And Neely Mike can talk about this because of his background. But I got a small connection with the Philadelphia Eagles. On draft day, I got 3 calls. Titans, Giants, Philadelphia Eagles. Why didn't I go to camp with any of those teams, guys?
I would like to know.
Business wasn't correct. I didn't want to sign with an agent based off of some bad advice from a coach. I didn't sign with this agent who told me later on, hey, man, this is going to be the craziest or worst football decision you made in your life. I could get you in the CFL, NFL, some FL, just sign with me. All I saw was 4%. Coach told me don't do that anyways. Eagles call, offer me 3 years, $275,000 to come in to compete with L.J. Smith at the tight end position. He was the starter at the time, but he kept getting hurt. Come in there. We got a spot for you, Chico. Here's the contract. What's your agent's number so we can fax it to him? Get your business straight, guys.
So let me tell you this, Chico. You know, you're my brother from another mother. Our states share a border.
That hurt.
We battle for 49th and 50th in almost every category. I got nothing but love for you like you a play cousin. It's 2 dumbass things I know you've done in your life, and that's break that church window and try to negotiate your old deal. So
he ain't lying.
I'm putting this right up there with
hey,
that.
see, I'm being open to the chat. Everybody out here, y'all can listen. Y'all can get to know me.
Chico, having said that,
Ross Clyde, big man.
You got a little gray coming in. You're getting on up there in age. You're talking about a different time in college football. I can honestly tell you that in this time of college football to NFL football, you actually don't need an agent on your first contract because it's structured by where you get drafted at. And it's fully guaranteed, so there's really nothing to negotiate. If you that dude,
you sound like the coach.
Agent, you can get you sound like my coach. You can get an agent to sweetheart you for $275 or 3%, but
yeah,
when you ain't that dude and they got to do that work for you, man, I don't think anywhere from between 4 and 6 was a bad deal. I don't know why you got mad at 4% when you was down there in Selma. You signed up for the Discover credit card, they would charge you 35%. Like I don't know why you got mad at 4 when your damn interest rate on that loan you got for Big Mama new refrigerator.
These are real teams, big man, real teams. But serious though. Have your business together, guys. That's what I said all that to say this. Have your business together. You know, I got a couple of guys getting ready for the NFL that I know. And I say, hey, man, if you don't sign with somebody that, I'm dealing with or whatever, You know, if you don't talk to Philip Dukes and you know, and what he's doing, then sign with and get with somebody that you can trust that can navigate you through these situations. They know somebody that they can call and make some things happen. That's what it's for.
In the words of Trick Daddy, and I'm not talking about
Daddy
Booty,
Dollars.
not that Trick Daddy. I'm talking about Trick Daddy and his rhyming skills.
Okay.
You need to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Because when you get down to those undrafted free agents, you get down to those people who are invited to rookie mini camps, those relationship calls, those relationship
yes.
It really doesn't have a hell of a lot to do with your skill set. If it was your skill set,
yes.
the name would have been called. So when you get to that stretch of making a team, that's somebody that knows somebody that owes somebody one and need a favor. And
now
so
let me prove what you just said.
Let
me prove what you just said in the quickest form as I can, because I know I get long-winded pause on my stories. I ended up playing ball here or there. I ended up going overseas. But before or after? After I came back from overseas, right, playing my season, I ended up taking a flight to Baltimore where my cousin lived. I go into a random like a Waffle House or something.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Let me rewind for a minute. Actually, this was before that. I was going up to Towson University for a regional combine, which led to me going to the Indianapolis combine, right, that they have after the draft, basically. And so I went to that, went to Towson University. After that workout, I went to like an IHOP or something. I see a guy that I played against from East Carolina University. He was sitting there with a cast on his hand, but he had on a Pittsburgh Steelers full outfit that I know you only get from going to camp. And I just worked this guy, you know, last game of the season. I know he couldn't hold my jock strap, as we say. So I said, hey, man, how you doing? Where you just? Oh, man, I just got hurt at Pittsburgh camp. At Pittsburgh? How do you get to camp? Man, my agent knew this person that knew that person that knew Mike Tomlin. They invited me in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on now, dog.
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Just like that, dog. He gets a chance at camp. So that's
absolutely.
Just like what you just said, man.
I don't want a lawyer that knows the law. I want a lawyer that knows the judge. The law gonna take care of itself. I'm trying to surround myself with the right relationships. I don't want an agent that knows the fine details of a contract here and there. I want an agent that knows the VP of personnel and the general managers, of at least half the league. That's how you get your staying power. And I mean staying power, not just on one team, but when you're let go, that's how you land somewhere else because your agent has relationships. So
exactly.
The best thing to do when you examine those relationships is talk to me about somebody you done helped before. It's the same thing in coaching. I tell young people, don't only just look at the success, of your head coach. You need to look at success of your position coach. Like if your position coach hadn't put people in the NFL or a position coach hadn't won people national awards, you need to evaluate who's coaching you. It's all about trust. In the words of Deion Sanders, when he talks about the pregame show,
trust and relationships.
I'm just trying to put you up on game.
He ain't lying.
Yes, indeed.
Sound man. Man, I love the sound man. The sound man is my selector. The sound man is half Jamaican. Rewind.
This for all of my Jamaicans out there who know something about this one right here. Bless up there. Anybody know anything about that? Let me know in the chat right now. I'll play it one more time for you. Let me know in the chat where that sound bite come from.
You're making gunshots now. Don't forget that one.
Okay, I took that one off. It wasn't sounding right.
Give me that Jamaican horn now.
Okay, we got this one though.
There you go. Bo.
I think we got Arlie Michelle tonight. We're gonna have some entertainment news for everybody out there. Yes, indeed. Shoutouts. Yes. Biggs, Wayne.
When she gets ready to come in, I heard from Charles Bishop. He is in the air above Houston, circling the storm. He hadn't been in the land back at home yet. He was here. Chuck also calls games for the SWAC Digital Network. So he was in Jackson this weekend calling the Jackson State Bethune-Cookman basketball game. Speaking of in Jackson this weekend, Coach Prime was back in Jackson Mississippi
Yes.
this weekend for the first time since he left. We had a good meal and time at Johnny T's.
Johnny T's.
We were all here for Lieutenant McGee's memorial service. And so Coach Prime was in town for that. So it was good to see him sitting in Johnny T's again.
Yes. Right there behind his nameplate. Yep.
Yeah, it still got a reserve seat now.
Saw you sitting over there with Pretty Tony also.
Pretty Tony!
I can only imagine the conversation.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You know Pretty Tony.
Yeah, we gotta hit
I'm sitting in the house chilling. Wait, hit it. Hit it. Go ahead, hit it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sitting at the house chilling a couple weeks ago. Get a FaceTime from Pretty Tony. He said, "Man, I'm sitting here with a dude with flip flops on, eating with chopsticks."
Eating with chopsticks. Damn sure was. I pulled up. I wouldn't expect anybody. I was just going there to meet Boog, right?
Yeah.
I was going to meet Boog. Boog said we sitting at the table. I said, we okay. I pull up and he got the whole crew with him. Oh damn, what's happening? Yeah, what's happening?
Pretty Tony left here and was over back in Dallas at the Mavericks game with Travis Hunter and
he moving
Ant-Man
around.
gave Travis Hunter his jersey and shoes.
Yep.
So as in the words of Nipsey Hussle, man, the marathon continues. Ain't
Marathon
no days off on
continue.
here.
Shouts out to Boog. Shouts out to Pretty Tony, Travis Hunter doing his thing. Hey, we got a bunch of guys right now at the Shrine, East-West Shrine Bowl also. Deion Sanders not participating as we normally see from a top draft pick. He's there interviewing with the teams, talking to the teams, had a couple of quotables out there. Yeah. One was pretty much when they asked about his parents being there, he said, I never thought that would be a problem for your parent to be in your life and want the best for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
man, how it is.
He was answering the question.
Look, it's only a problem when black folks do it. When Archie Manning was doing it for Peyton and Eli, the world said nothing. Deion Sanders doing it for Shador, and he overstepping his bounds.
He ain't lying.
Hey, look, let me tell you something, Chico. I just seen the devil run up out this studio because he can't be where the truth is. He can't stand the truth.
Damn, they running up out the chat right now.
I'm telling you the truth. There is a standard out there that other people get to do things, but once your culture starts doing it, then they want to change the rules and make it an issue. There is nothing wrong with a parent offering guidance and counseling and being there step in step with their offspring, no matter what age that offspring is. And if you think it's wrong, why wasn't the media saying it was wrong when Archie Manning was doing it for Peyton, particularly when he did it for Eli and told the Chargers, draft him if you want to, he ain't coming.
If loving my son is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Shout out to, I wish I could reach the hat. Shout out to Father Figure Apparel. We rock with Father Figure Apparel where they preach the importance of fatherhood. And one of their mottos I absolutely love, Chico.
Is what?
Hey, man, don't worry about being perfect. Just be present.
Just be present.
It ain't about presence. It's about your presence.
That's the bar.
Shout out to the present and active fathers out there like a Coach Prime because they can't stand it.
Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Shouts out to Goonsville Clothing up in here also. Y'all can get y'all some beanies. I think they'll be available while this podcast, this show, the best damn show on the internet is live. Get you one of those hats right there. You feel me? You can go there right now and go on the website. Let me pull it up for you guys just in case y'all want to type it in right now. Go to goonsvilleclothing.com. Make sure you use our code Chico 2025. Get live for 10% off at checkout. Do that right now. Copy and paste. Write it down. goonsvilleclothing.com. Also, real quick, I'm wearing it.
I got Goonsville in arm's reach.
Already?
I got blenders in arm's reach. You can get them with Stacey Marie.
Clean.
Man, I keep a lot of our stuff right over here.
Glasshouse Optical shop. The Glasshouse Optical shop. Get you some.
Can't get this nowhere, but I got Travis. He signed the Jackson State Sports Illustrated. All three of them were supposed to sign it, but damn, Travis signed across the whole page and ain't leaving no room for anybody else.
No, why you sign the whole book, dog? Now I can't sign the book.
I said, dog, come on, dog. I said, Trav, I need you to sign my sports. Oh man, I got you on. And then I looked at it. I said, "Dog,
Dog.
it's two
Well,
other
that's
people."
supposed to sign that, dog.
Yeah, like come on, dog.
MDJ original, like I'm wearing right now. I'm talking about this good stuff. You see that material right there?
Me and the Heisman.
Neely with the Heisman. Okay. Did you actually touch it?
Yeah. That's
that was at the practice facility. Okay.
Yeah, that's something weigh like 40 pounds, man.
Right. And Travis was holding it with one hand while he was out there, taking pictures and signing autographs and kissing babies and stuff.
He's strong.
He had the thing in his hand. Would you say he's strong?
He's strong. I'd put that something down.
Oh man. There we go right there. I appreciate y'all putting that in the chat.
Put it
too.
back on Michael Lockhart. Put it one back. Michael Lockhart says Josh Allen is another Jim Kelly for the Buffalo Bills. I'm just saying. And for those who don't know, that's what I was talking about earlier. Jim Kelly took the Buffalo Bills to 4 Super Bowls in a row, 4 AFC championships in a row. Did not win either and one of them Super Bowls.
Damn.
Everybody forgets him. But I will say this, Chico. I will say this now. To Mike Lockhart, anybody else out there. Let's go on this NFC side for a second. If you don't think Jalen and the Eagles are about to fall off anytime soon, and you do think that Jaden Daniels and them about to move up soon, and then you look on the AFC side, let's really go there. If you don't think KFC falling off KFC, there go again.
Yeah, he go talk about buckets and chicken again out here, dog.
It's falling off.
Come on now, dog.
Are the Bills? I seen people talking about that the Bills need to change coaches. That's what I'm saying about the Ravens coaches or locations. How long does Lamar stay in that division and in that turmoil of not being able to get over that hump when they don't give him or even when I say give, now I ain't talking about just weapons on the field. I'm talking about coaching and game planning. When will Lamar be equipped with what it really takes to get past one of them? And if you can't, why the hell are you staying there?
And I was thinking about that great point you made, because I was thinking about that once the game was over. And I was just like, how coaches was saying at Colorado that, we sitting at home watching the playoffs. I was like, I wonder if Lamar is at home watching the games and looking at the plays that's being called and be like, man, like, why aren't we running some of these plays? How are they scoring and we're not scoring? Well, is it just execution? Because, hell, we basically ran the same play. They scored on the 2-point conversion at the end of the game. They're just executing, and we're not executing.
I think it's philosophy. Damn, Neely, what you mean by that? Great question. Here's what you see the Buffalo Bills do time and time again. Even though it didn't work tonight, they lost, but I'm talking about just philosophical. The best player is going to have the ball in his hand, and if that means it's the quarterback, so be it. The quarterback finna run.
Mm-hmm.
And what you see the Ravens getting cute with from time to time is they take the ball from Lamar and give it to somebody else. When Lamar is the best damn player on the team, he happens to be your quarterback. And I know there's a risk reward. You don't want to risk too much. But man, in these situations, you got to get over the hump. Like he's still a football player. Let him run for them 2 yards.
You know what I think they need? Like, I think Lamar would have been perfect. Stay with me now. With the receivers like the Ravens had when they had Anquan Bolden and like a TJ Houshmandzadeh, something like that. Sure-handed receivers. Because I've seen what's my Flowers, little fast guy. I've seen the ball hit his hands too much, man. And he dropping them. And this year, last year, the same type of scenarios. Slant route that could be a first down conversion, bam, hit him in his hands. Where else am I supposed to hit you at, dog? You're a wide receiver. I'm hitting your hands. So that has to be frustrating at the end of the day. I think they need to get this man some big time playmakers, receivers out there. And I think they, tried to do that, but these little body guys, I don't think are the long-term answer for a guy like Lamar, because he wants to come up off those RPOs and throw those slant routes real quick. And you need a big body Michael Irvin type guy to catch those balls and go forward. So I think that's what's missing from the Ravens at the end of the day.
I can't argue that, man. I can't argue that. I'm saying this from a 30,000 foot view, like just to prove that you and I on the same page with this. At the end of the day, because you can even make it Colorado. At some point, your personnel has to match your outcome. And I can remember watching Colorado football this year, and you got Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders on the same side of the ball, the best athlete in college football and the best quarterback in college football, but you still can't score in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Now,
Yeah.
before I start pointing at what's wrong, we can at least agree that something is wrong.
Right.
Because you can't have that kind of prolific talent on offense, but not be producing points. And so I say the same thing with Lamar. You got all these MVPs, you got all these big play moments that you can make with your arm and your leg, but it keeps coming up short in these same situations year after year. And when do we say something has to change? No matter what the something is, I don't care if it's the flavor of the Gatorade. Like some got to change.
Something has to change over here. Excuse me. I think, you see Pat Mahomes and everything is in his hands. And he's making the correct decision, it seems like, all the time.
He's the best player on the team. It's supposed to be in his hands.
Right. So I think they're doing that with Lamar, to a certain extent. But like I said, the guys around him also have to make those plays, dog. Just like Jaden Daniels, today, he's a great ball player, but still, you see the mistakes really came from the other guys, whether it's missing tackles, penalties, fumbling, turnovers, whatever it is. Everybody else around or hurting the team more than the best player on the team is what I'm trying to say. So, we'll see. Hopefully, he can get over that hump, man. Lamar, because he's too good.
Before we bring the entertainment report on, put Anthony's comment up. I just caught Anthony's comment.
And Anthony, let me see.
Anthony says, I love Lamar to life. I agree. Last year was his golden time to win. I agree. Shedeur, Jaden, and so many other youngs coming in to win. I absolutely agree. And that's why I'm saying, and dog, you don't have a whole bunch of more seasons before that baton is getting passed to other people coming in around the league, and they're going to start surpassing you. I think environment is everything. I think coaching is everything. That you can take a joker. I mean, you look what, and even though they didn't make the playoffs, you can't tell me Russell Wilson wasn't better in Pittsburgh than he was in Denver. A year damn older, but played better because the environment and the coaching was different.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Like I want Lamar to get him one, man. I love the brother in the brother and the brother outside the brother. But it ain't working. When they get down to the final crunch of it all, it's not working and it hasn't worked.
Well, unfortunately, but once again, let me see here before we go to entertainment news. We got to get the exact information, which I didn't have in front of me, but about the East-West Shrine Bowl and the players that's in it and what to expect from a guy like Jimmy Horn Jr., LeJounte Wester, and Will Shepherd on the outside.
And while you pull that up, Vegas just announced that the Chiefs are a 1.5 favorite in the Super Bowl.
Okay, nice. And Vegas is, and what did I just say? I think it'll come down to the last minute, and whoever have the ball last, which usually it's going to be the Chiefs, and they'll win by 1 or 2 points. Simple as that.
Amen.
Wow. Vegas be right on it, don't it? So the East-West Shrine Bowl. 100 years of the East-West Shrine Bowl celebration. Let me see. The game is joining us January 30th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. That's Jerry's World. For the 100th East-West Shrine Bowl. We got several guys in here from Colorado, like we said before. What do you expect from those receivers, though? We got the explosive receivers, Jimmy Horn Jr., DeJounte Wester, and Will Shepherd. How can they best display their talents?
At practice. Let me tell everybody out there, having worked in the scouting department of a pro sports agency, having been an agent assistant at a pro sports agency, having attended Shrine games and particularly Senior Bowl, worked 5 Senior Bowls. It ain't the game. It's practice where you make a name for yourself.
Yes.
You're really not in control of the opportunities during the game. You want to make the most of them. But everybody gets reps at practice. Everybody gets reps in the interview room. Everybody gets reps as you're navigating and walking around the building. And so it's really not about the game, it's for the fans. Where you impress these scouts and these GM and player personnel people and all the folks standing around making notes with the drills during practice, the one-on-one time during practice, your body language during practice, your interview skills back at the hotel when you go from room to room. That's where you truly make it at. You'll find, Chico, that when you go there, these places are packed, on Tuesday and Wednesday. And by the time they kick off the game on Thursday, everybody from the NFL is gone. Like, because now they headed over to Mobile to do the same evaluations at the Senior Bowl. Let me tell you why I like what our receivers going to be able to do at practice. Is the quarterbacks who are trying to make the NFL knows that these are Shadour's receivers and that they go getters and they got hands. So the quarterbacks are going to be lining up since Shadour is not playing. They're going to be lining up to say, hey, let me get my reps with Will. Hey, let me get my reps with Jonte. Hey, let me get my reps with Jimmy Horn Jr. because they know they're going to catch this ball and make me look good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been looking great at practice. Great point right there. In football, you're going to practice way more than you play in ball games. Think about that. You're going to practice all through the week. So they want to know your practice habits, your relationships. How do you practice? What do you do before, after practice? Are you there early? Do you stay late? Are you playing around? What is it that you're doing at practice? And that's what the scouts come there and observe the whole week that you're there at practice. Same thing they do during the football season. They're at the practices. They're not at the games watching what you do. Everybody can watch the games. That's for the fans, like you say. What are they doing during the week to prepare for the ball games? Because that's what we're going to have to deal with on a day-to-day basis in the NFL, once we sign or draft this guy, whatever. So that's a big investment. Hopefully these guys can put their best foot forward and do their thing. Jimmy Horn Jr., hopefully he can shine in the punt return arena or special teams as a whole. Will Shepherd can go up and get some of those 50-50 balls. And LeJounte West has been unstoppable from what I've seen in covering him. He's just been, unstoppable as far as getting in and out of his breaks. It's hard to cover that guy as we've seen throughout this whole season. So hopefully he can continue to do his thing also. Good luck to those guys in the Shrine Bowl.
Jimmy just needs to hold his own at practice, not have any glaring, negativities, which he won't. Jimmy's noise is going to come at the combine since he has that combine invite, and they really put that tape measure out there and time him in those drills, time him in the 40s, and watch his hands. That's when Jimmy's stock is going to exponentially improve.
Yeah. 4.3, 4.40 is what I'm predicting, Jimmy Horn Jr.
I love it.
All righty then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all. For some entertainment.
Hey, we got to get Funky Dope producer Moses to make some entertainment Hollywood music.
That would be dope.
I have a song.
Moses, if you watching, make us a beat, man.
Look, she said I got a song.
I just need to send it. I just needed to send it. Big Dog Chico.
Just send it in.
It is a
sound man. You hear that right? She got a song.
She got a song.
These glasses covering up your whole face.
I know, but I love them. I don't know.
Glass House Optical.
You got the red scarf to match.
Yes, because it's cold. Y'all.
Our people love. Our people love your redness, your red scarf and your red. Ooh, killing the game. Easy.
Got the bun up top.
Ooh,
that's my flower smile.
That's what we need on here with these two hard legs on here, as they said back in the day.
Hey y'all, what's up? How y'all doing?
We feeling the mix. How you feeling?
I've been watching football today. I didn't get to watch the last half of the Kansas City Buffalo Bills because I was headed here so I could get ready for the show. But I did see. So I saw two halves of games. I caught Philly's game from halftime back, and then I caught the other one from the first time. And I was looking forward to I think Sweet Caroline, she agreed with me. I wanted to see Philly and the Buffaloes. I do not want to see Kansas City come back. Oh,
you just don't want the camera on Taylor Swift. They ain't got nothing to do with no football.
You are absolutely right. But they say that's part of the reason why the powers that be, the little puppets up there mastering all this, that they're gonna keep. I mean, not that Patrick Mahomes is not talented, but their Kansas City gotta win because they want them to. We want to see Taylor Swift. We collective.
Want to see Taylor Swift.
They say it's a factor. They had some millions more watching the Super Bowl than they did before when they did numbers because Taylor Swift was at the game. So
Chico, I need one favor from you.
What you need, Big Man?
I need you to keep her in the middle. Let me tell you why. There is a speck right in the middle of my screen, and no matter who in the middle, it make them look like they got a tongue ring, and I'd much rather her have a tongue ring than you. So, like, please keep her picture because Chico with a tongue ring, I do not need.
Come on now, dog.
You just need to get a
Come on,
wipe that off.
Yeah, that's what I really do. I need to just hold on.
Yeah, do that. Just
okay, it's gone. It's gone. I got it all.
Heard it all.
Anybody can be in the middle. So, guys, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Ain't not that I'm gonna hold y'all, but yeah. So listen, it's a lot out there going on. Poll things. They going in. People going to jail. People going to court. People not going to jail. Nobody went to jail, but it's people going to court left, right, and center. Y'all heard? So let's get your thoughts on a few of these things.
Run them by us. Let's go.
First of all, I want to, send our condolences to the family of DJ rapper known to the world as DJ Unk. Known to the world legally is Anthony Leonard Platt. He died Friday of what they're saying is a heart attack. His wife has had to come on and say because so many people tried to make it a drug overdose and all these things were happening that he caused him to die, but she's saying it was a heart attack. She had to reveal that because she was just tired of reading on the internet how all these people have so many things to say about her husband, and that they should let her and her family, his she has lost a husband, his children have lost a father, and people just need to chill out. For those who don't know who that is, he had this song, well, walk it out. And my big two-step. Yes, so very surprising. Young, people going out of here left and right. So
I will say this, Arleywood Entertainment. My condolences to the family, but my appreciation to the widow for stepping up and defending, because that DJ that died on the Ellen show,
his wife,
like that widow, she went completely opposite. She been talking about he was a drug addict and was doing this wrong. Like, man, let the man rest in peace.
Damn. R.I.P. in peace. She talking about let me rest you in piss, because let me just piss on your head. Yeah, she was that was DJ Twitch, and unfortunately, 2 years after I think it's been 2 years. I have to go back and look up the date, but afterwards, she and his mama coming like, y'all, you better get off my child, and so she's releasing a book. February 4th is the release of her book date. The wife, the widow of DJ Twitch, and that's probably in an effort, like, I need for y'all to see what's coming in the book so that you'll want to buy copies so that I can make this money. And she said, a large number of the proceeds will go towards, I guess, suicide prevention. She's giving them some of the proceeds away, but it was real disheartening to his family and the people that love him. Like, somebody came out and wrote Essence wrote like a comment based on like, we all know who you were and nobody's listening to the noise after your passing. We're letting you, rest in peace, and nobody looking at that. So the wife got a lot of backlash from that. Whereas this wife, was like, hold up, y'all better back off. My husband did not die of an overdose. He didn't die of any drug issues or have drugs. She said he didn't even take drugs. And so he had a heart attack. And he had been battling some other health issues. Nobody has said what those were back in like 2009, which kind of stalled some of his career because he couldn't get out. So perhaps that had something to do with what caused his untimely death. Yeah. So condolences.
R.I.P. DJ
Want to say, so guess who is now signed on? It's probably gonna be more than this because I can't imagine this will be it. But SZA is coming to the Super Bowl performance with K-Dot, Kendrick Lamar. What y'all think about that?
Okay. Shouts out to SZA. What you think about SZA? She's fire to me from what I know.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that collab. But he has so much with so many others. Somebody else gonna show up.
Got to, because I'm just not feeling. I can't remember what they had the song for Black Panther. They had the theme song for Black Panther. Stars and stars and ocean, on the stars. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
That one. And I think,
Scissor
and they
fire.
say on his new album they have 2 songs.
It didn't take long.
What?
Don't give a damn.
Thicker than a snicker.
Like it don't like the chat. The chat ain't gonna let you down.
They ain't gonna never let.
When it come to going off the rails, they're not gonna let you down.
He should bring
This is
out
what
Taylor
men
and
do.
do what?
Be missed 6 o'clock, straight up and straight down.
Well, what I would like to say is that I hope because there's been so much controversy about this Super Bowl. Lil Wayne has come out and been like, "Yeah, I'm cool. I don't know what y'all stop all the trying to beef us, or stop it and chill." But it's gonna be interesting to see because I know everybody's watching. It's so much scrutiny in the culture, in the hip hop world, that it's going to be interesting. The selections he makes and who, comes out. Still not a better Super Bowl than Prince. So that's all I'm gonna say. Y'all can have that. Rest of it. Prince still the best. So SZA will be doing that. Now, y'all might have heard Chris Brown is filing a $500 million defamation lawsuit over a history of violence documentary that he and his attorneys and his legal staff say are full of lies. The ID channel, they put out a documentary and they call it A History of Violence. Chris Brown. It's a documentary about alleged rape in 2020 that Chris Brown has been cleared of. And his legal team reached out and was like, "Hey, y'all can't put this out." And all the company, it's Warner Brothers and an Ample, the production company called Ample. All they did at the end of the film was just say, "Hey, these allegations, Chris Brown's attorneys have, refuted these allegations." That's all they put at the end of the movie. But it's a very ugly. I don't know if y'all need to go look up the trailer. It is.
No, I say that's sad that, every time I look on, when you try to just the menu on your TV, you see at the top, you see like a downfall of Diddy, same way they did R. Kelly, right? I think that's bad that people are able to put stuff out like that, even though, at the end of the day, you can freedom of speech or whatever, express how you want to express it. But if y'all are alleging these things about these public figures, it's obviously, tainting the perception of these people. I think they should be allowed to sue the hell out of these folks for everything they make off of putting my name out there like that before I even went to trial for this, dog.
Right.
You got people being influenced by it because they see it at the top of the headline. All I'm looking for is YouTube. I'm looking for a recipe on YouTube, and I see cocktails with Kourtney Kardashian with her feet up and heels on. I don't want my daughter seeing this.
Right.
I'm looking for Blippy. You know what I'm saying? And I see an ad for her, and I see downfall of Diddy up there. That's sad business, man.
And
at the end of the day.
He just cannot catch it. Like I understand. I know everybody say that's not right. You can't never put your hands on a woman. People make mistakes. You're supposed to be like, I ask for forgiveness and I don't go do it again. I know he had a run of like he was, stalking Karrueche Tran or reportedly or doing whatever. I mean,
and that's alleged too.
Right, it's all alleged. That was all these things alleged, and he's just been minding his own.
It might have been alleged. Let me say this now. CB my guy might have been alleged. But in that damn song, he said her name. He said, "I say your name."
Yeah.
That's a fire. And he's like, I'm gonna tell you who I'm talking about. And then now hold up, it worked for Gotti. Gotti did the same thing with Angela Simmons. Now they're together.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe stalking works.
Yeah, this is true.
Non-violent.
I won't say stalking.
Right. Yeah, we don't want no stalking. I'm trying to kill you like no Selena. We want like
Instagram stalking.
500 flowers today.
I just looked at a lot of your pictures stalking.
One of my homeboys, he been known to get in some bushes. Look, she laughing because she knows who it is. She laughing.
I cannot confirm or deny that is a joke y'all put on him, kind of like Chico.
So when I put that joke on him, and when we put that
thank you, Arlie. I appreciate you knowing that that's a joke.
Or did he say, "Man, shut up"?
Man, shut up.
Now, if he do none of that, now that he might be in the bush.
He just ain't want it told. He was embarrassed of it being told, not embarrassed of it being done.
No, that's
Joker pulled back on the scene with cuckoo bugs all over him and dirt and like, where you been? And that girl bushes, waiting on her to get home.
If she got you doing that, dog, you need to move on to the next.
We were young, y'all. We were young.
young, dumb, and full of.
It absolutely.
And the next,
and we'll be keeping up.
If I get down to some bushes today, somebody got to get me out there. Shit, I can't get up.
You can't get up.
Need something to grab onto to get up.
You're gonna have to just lurk. You're gonna have to lurk very like I'm at your door lurking. I can't. Yeah. I'm not dealing nothing.
I'm sitting on the steps. I'm sitting on the steps high.
Waiting, right. Well, we'll be looking out to see what happens with Chris Brown with his $500 million. Of course,
Warner Get that Brothers, money, CBeezy.
They have Warner Brothers nor Ample have responded to the lawsuit.
I expect juvenile behavior, from T Voltage and other, and don't give a damn. But now Miss Dawn Duncan, who I was just complimenting on knowing what the Tougaloo hat was. We talking about some bushes, like we talking about bushes, shrubbery. We talking about shrubbery, landscaping is what we talking about.
Right. Pause.
You got a landscape, your manscape. Somebody said we was talking about booty hair last week, and we need to be trying to get that's Uncle Nita. He always say that. That's Uncle Nita. But somebody said we need to be trying to get an endorsement deal with Manscaped. The product,
That would be nice.
I think that'd be good, right? Manscaped right there.
For us to get one, let me say again, we are in there like booty hair.
Like booty hair. And if you don't want any booty hair, you can get some Manscaped.
hey.
Because you need to landscape your Manscaped.
And if you join Big Dog's OnlyFans page, he will demonstrate the use of his Manscaped on his booty hair.
Ooh, $49.99 subscription. Now you just had a bad little visual right there for everybody listening. For some reason, because I even visualized it, and I'm like, hell no, dog.
Turned out what? Oh my God, I saw him turned up in my mind. I just
cover your ears. Cover your ears, guys.
Cover my brain. I'm about to say my brain hair.
Y'all see how Nita be going off the exit?
Baby, off the railings. Ain't they talking about is he off the chain? Ain't no chain. He just
look at him and have no damn reaction either.
Oh.
He just said
when I take the exit, I don't care what that speed limit sign say. It say 30. I go 60.
Man, just off the rail. Well, ASAP Rocky, back to the. Let me try to drive us. Wheel this thing back over.
Manscaped, your balls will love you.
Balls matter.
Oh man.
I'm gonna play like I'm froze. Maybe that'll help.
Manscaped work with ladies also. The silicone blades will easily.
Hey, what I tell you last week, Chico?
In the bushes, Phyllis.
What you say?
I told you what Confucius said.
What Confucius said?
A clean beaver gets more wood.
Oh yeah, see, a clean beaver gets more wood. And you know what, Uncle? I went back and listened to the episode. And I actually laughed at that because I was like, damn, maybe I missed it when you said it first, but I got it there. A clean beaver gets more wood. Think about it, guys. Write that down.
What's the girl's name? What's the song? Oh God. How did you get here?
I hated that song on the radio. They played that every damn day. Peter D said, Chico, don't sell yourself short. At least $99.99 for your OnlyFans page. Oh, no. That's what I'm talking about.
Said, we on the side of the road with the hood up at this point.
I mean,
the universal, somebody stop and help me.
Oh my gosh.
Just anything.
Get your mind out the gutter, Sweet Caroline said.
I'm not in the gutter. I was trying to be at court with ASAP Rocky, who
ASAP Rocky.
A horrible deal.
All right, we got some legal entertainment news coming up now.
Well, ASAP Rocky in 2021, I think it was. I'm looking up my notes right now. 2021, an alleged shooting incident involving ASAP Rocky and ASAP Relly, one of his former friends. Well, you know we're not friends if you didn't take me to court for shooting you. Or we weren't friends when you shot me, but you say you didn't shoot me. It's all alleged. So the other day, ASAP Rocky decided what they offered him was a plea deal, and he would get 6 months, 180 days, and then 3 years probation. But he was like, "Nah, I ain't doing it. I want to go to court."
So this guy has kids with Rihanna, and you out here gangbanging, shooting in the streets?
But it was 2020. Boy? He said that wasn't what happened.
Come on now, dog.
Oh, that was before that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was before he knocked up a billionaire.
Okay, then. Well, he what's at stake right now is if he is convicted, because he's sitting in a jury of his peers, which don't look nothing like him. It's all these people. The attorney said they're okay with the jury because they gave all their challenges, Batson challenges, which means I don't think this person here is racially this. It's a lot of challenges. They've written their writ of habeas corpus, meaning they're asking the government to look into it. However, they have sat 12 jurors, and it's 7 women, 5 men, all these people. So that's going to be an interesting jury because they don't know A$AP Rocky song. I love,
but they know.
Problem.
What is it? Umbrella, Ella.
They know that. They said her name came up a lot in court the other day, but she ain't got nothing to do with this. She wasn't there. Like when they say J-Lo was with Diddy, when Shine had to take that, allegedly took the fall for him. So she ain't had nothing to do with all that. But right now, it's the trial is going on. Day 1 happened, I believe, it was Friday, and we're about to see what goes down. He will
Shout out to Deb Acosta, one of my super fans of the Pregame Network. Love her being here for this because she is, and I know she's getting a kick out. I know she's getting a kick out of Arlie not wanting to say the word white. I don't know why she can't say the word white. Like,
not Deb. Deb from Texas, right?
Yeah.
Oh, not Deb.
Yeah. So
and the husband.
This is black. And this is white. Yeah.
I don't have.
Even on your hand, they both kind of the same color.
Now shut up. You can't talk. Everybody think we cousins. Hush. So if A$AP is convicted, what y'all think his possible time? Take a guess of how many years he could get if he is convicted.
Now this is in New York. It's in New York, right?
Yes.
And they have mandatory for guns, right?
I believe they do.
I think it's like 3 years. I think Lil Wayne did 1.5 years for that or something like that. So he's going to get at least those 3 years. And then what happened? He shot somebody? They say he shot somebody for real?
He shot at him.
Shot at him?
Firing a gun at
how much
a Hollywood parking garage in 2021. That's Ephraim. A$AP Relly's real last name is something Ephraim.
How much? I wonder how much time did Bobby Smurda get? He probably get 6 years.
I would say the maximum is probably 15 in that range. That's what's on the books.
That's a damn shame.
Well, let's say this. If convicted, Rocky could face up to 24 years in prison.
Yeah. That's about right. Up to.
And he's going to trial for it too.
Yep. And he's saying that what the defense is claiming now is that was a prop gun. The video you have that you saw me firing in this parking lot in 2021 was a prop gun.
So you trying to pull what you see in the video is not what you really see.
Well, I know one thing. I wish the brother the best. But if he go away from 3 to 15 years, Chico gonna be all in Rihanna DMs.
Hey, I might be in Rihanna's DM.
We ought to go be in my DM. What? She been waiting on A$AP to go somewhere, dog.
Chico, you glossed over too fast. Chico, just Arlie said she gonna be in her DM. Like that, you talk about some OnlyFans.
I'm gonna get Oprah somebody.
About some OnlyFans.
When I get my OnlyFans page, y'all gonna have to come join. I'm gonna show feet.
How much you charging?
No, I'm working on it. I'm working on my tiers. I'm working on my marketing manager. I gotta talk to Neela. He gonna tell me what my numbers look like.
You need to start with your feet. Putting them feet on there, them toes on there. I'm telling you now.
That's what I said. I'm gonna do my feet and sniff my underwear and stuff like that.
I don't know nothing about that now.
I think, are you supposed to sniff them or somebody you supposed to have somebody
else? You're gone too far now, B.
Yeah, Chico, you supposed to hit the boost on that now.
You gone too far. I just hit that's the manual sound man right there. You're gone too far now, B.
My patois is horrible. Okay, y'all. So have y'all heard that Dwight Howard, his first, I think that's his first baby mama, Royce, not Reese.
Royce. Yeah, I seen her on sitting down with Cam Newton. She was telling all his business.
For real?
You said he'd be in the bed with me and doing mushrooms and touching on each other.
Oh, damn, Dwight, you too damn big. No comment. I'm sorry. Let me just say, and that's a pause too. You don't want no mushrooms. You're too big. You too big to be. You too big and rusty and grown to be in there knocking elbows with another. Come on, dog.
I mean, well, he already admitted that when he was last October. He was, it might not have been just last October, but when he was, the young man brought the suit against him saying that he had attacked, that he had raped him or sexually assaulted him. Dwight came out and said, no, it wasn't. It was consensual sex with 2 grown male adults.
Man, I'm going to say something my dog Corey Holcomb would say. Him and Magic Johnson should go ahead and link up. And create a power couple. A power forward couple.
Come on now, dog.
Come on now, dog. I need a button.
Now you got to hit the again. So I do the come on, man. You got to do all of it.
We need a flag. We need a flag.
A power forward couple.
Come on
we need
now,
a flag
dog.
on the play.
Come on, man.
I love me some Lil Boosie, but he need to say that louder. A power forward couple. And Neely ain't
I'm laughing at myself on that one, Neely. I'm laughing at myself on that one, dog.
I'm you know, look, see, let me tell y'all. See, look. You really don't want me to get started because you know I have no limits.
I know. We reach your limit, Neely. I know. Time to talk is up, guys.
I get in on it.
Neely, what you say all the time? Oh, you gonna quit before I do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to start.
You don't even start because we gonna be like, okay, time.
Stop, Neely. Slow down, Neely.
Pull it back in.
Neely, go around that curve. You hitting the curve too damn hard. You gotta slow down, Neely. I'm gonna spill my damn yak on this $200 suit. On this $200 suit. Oh man, I'm about to use that one again, dog. The White Howard and Irvin Magic Johnson's son need to create a power forward couple. All right. Let me let you finish your story so we can get up out of here. My bad.
That's all I got for y'all tonight.
I seen this little video, Chico and Arlen. This dude walk in the apartment and they don't show the girl, but you hear her voice. And it's basketball on the TV. And he walk in the crib. He's like, "Oh, babe, you know, I ain't know you like basketball." And the female voice said, "Yeah, my dad used to play in the league." And then he said, "Oh, who your dad?" And she goes, "Dwayne Wade." And then you just see the door close and like he leaves. I'm like, come on, man.
That's wrong as hell right there, man.
Come on, dog. Why y'all be doing, man? Why y'all play like that, man? Let folks be happy.
That's wrong as hell.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, Lord, just let them do it. Do it.
I did see Dwight Howard on a series note. He said, and let me know what y'all think about this, especially you, Rudy Gobert, right? 4-time defensive player in the league, right? But of course, notoriously known for being, as Shaq would say, he's soft. Too big to be soft. So with him being, they say he just signed another $110 million extension with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Dwight Howard said, "Shit, they could have just gave me 10." What do you think about that? Could they have signed Dwight Howard? I think he's like, what, 38 now? 30.
Talking about 10 million and 10 inches.
Easy. Come on now.
Come on now, dog.
I told y'all don't
Come on, man.
Damn, Dwight. Look at Arlie.
We don't see nothing but that bun.
I think it's about 10 million, Neely. We are after dark officially, people.
Yeah, once it hits a certain time, it just go far and it turn into OnlyFans with no OnlyFans.
After dark.
Oh, DJ. Oh.
Oh man! All right, so
Uncle Neely, you supposed to be telling them what you think.
Real quick, what do you think?
One, you don't get Defensive Player of the Year consecutively, and you soft. Like Rudy Gobert, he earns what they pay him based on the current market. I have no problem with that at all. And if Dwight Howard think he can come back and do it, I know he can't because ain't no teams calling him.
I just know he's getting a chance because nobody want to be a part of the fugazi that's coming with it. He just.
You know what that tells me? That tells me all these stories we hear. There might be some truth behind it.
Keisha in love.
I'm gonna put it up, but I would say this because the locker room.
That's all Royce was.
The locker room, guys, is such a key component to teams, and to success of team. And if he's in the locker room making somebody uncomfortable, saying certain stuff, joking when he's not supposed to be, you too big for that, dog. And if I'm uncomfortable with your big old strong self, then you can't be in the locker room with us, and we're not going to suggest you to come.
Put Keisha in love on the screen.
Dwight got that girl to be his beard. Damn, that's what she said. So we got to go watch that.
That's not what Royce is saying, but that's what Keisha in Love is saying, that Royce was not somebody he really cared about.
But it's Royce.
The school he went to over here is Southwest Atlanta Christian. His parents ran the school. I think he was very heavily into religion. I'm not sure if he had. I'm sure he had a relationship with the Lord. So let me not say that. But he was just like a golden child, and I don't think you have an opportunity to be whoever it is you are as a golden child. Furthermore, if you got hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars, people will just let you do whatever. Sometimes money just is making people lose their mind. We in Sodom and Gomorrah. I just want y'all to know it's Sodom and Gomorrah.
Particularly when you, and I say this in all sincerity, particularly when you don't have a chance to have a true childhood. Like you look at Michael Jackson. You know, the reason you took Bubbles to the Grammys is hell, you done dated everything else before that.
Big, little, small, short, white, black, dark, tall, tan, boy, girl.
Been stroking.
Just he like he
Clan Carter.
Oh shit! That's what I've been doing. I've been stroking.
So everybody's on the Clan Carter. I just don't think you just run out of options. What can I poke today? I mean, just
damn.
I'm gonna clip that part. We'll be seeing that.
Oh my gosh.
That will be on loop.
What can I poke today?
127:05 mark.
Yes, we've been up in this thing, and we got something else to film about this too. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all make sure y'all get in the comment section. Let us know what y'all think about the show. What else we should be talking about this week, next week, and what else is coming. And also give a shout out to Miss Arlie Michelle, and y'all make sure y'all go find her. Let them know where they can find you at, Miss Arlie.
You can find me at Arlie ARLE Michelle MICHEL or at Welcome 2 Arleywood. Either way, that's where I is at. Come and see me.
You got to do it like Mickey Mouse. You do it MIC.
Oh, okay. I'm ARLE Arlie. That's my name. MICHELL because I love you. I have no other name.
He set you up for that one right there because he knew you've been practicing on it right there. But y'all know what to do, man. 5 minutes, Ollie. We appreciate you, Ollie. 1 time for your mind, 2 times for your brain. We about to get up out of this thing. Uncle Chico, y'all know what it is, man. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment, and all the other good stuff. Lead us up out of here.
Hey, man, y'all know what it is. It's been another Sunday night live with Uncle and Chico. Shout out to everybody checking in on both networks. Make sure you like and subscribe. Notification buttons on both networks. We will be back live for Uncle and Chico Thursday night, so tune in for that. And don't forget the Chico produced You Tell Me, myself and Duke will be on Tuesday this week. So we up out of here, and I think we got something coming for y'all in the morning. Got a new show coming.
Yes, indeed.
In the morning. Y'all be on the lookout for it.
Already. So we appreciate you guys for the 1,000 attendants and the millions watching from around the world. We appreciate you tuning in. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, and all the other good stuff. Until next time, we're going to be up and about this thing. Peace in the Middle East.
They hear that sound, they know what
time it is. Ride on them.
Yes, sir. Uncle Chico, Sunday Night Live.
Put it in the chat right now.
Live and direct.
Put your city.
It's another Sunday night. It's another Sunday night. Another Sunday night live with Uncle and Big Dog Chico.
Already.
It's another one. It's another one, baby. It's another one.
Good night, another Sunday night live with Uncle and Big Dog. With Uncle and Big Dog. With Uncle and Big Dog.
So get ready for it.
Another Sunday night live. Uncle and Big Dog Chico.